Uh, I'd like to introduce Nitya Rajeshuni, who is a doctor, a physician at Stanford Children's Hospital, and she's going to talk a little bit about what she's doing there.
Hi, everyone. Very excited to be here today to speak with you a little bit about the work that I do as part of this incredible center. It's called Stanford Care. It's the Center for Asian Health Research and Education. As Naren mentioned, I am a physician at Stanford, and I am faculty within the School of Medicine and then within this center. Thank you. So just as a quick show of hands for myself, how many of you have actually heard of Stanford Care before? Wonderful. Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm even more excited to be able to speak to those of you today who have not heard of Stanford Care. So our mission is to improve the health of Asians everywhere, so in the US and abroad, by increasing knowledge, empowering education, and positively impacting Asian clinical care. So in light of the COVID-19 pandemic, I think we have all heard of the concepts of racial ethnic health disparities, health inequity, and the social determinants of health. However, we often talk about these concepts quite broadly. And I know that many of you in the audience are in tech, but perhaps some of you are in health tech. But I think regardless, in the last few years, we've all really experienced the importance of these issues. While we talk about these concepts more broadly, it's important to recognize that we still need to target the needs, the individual needs of unique populations. So around the world, 60% of the global population is Asian. In the US, 6% of the population is Asian. And in the Bay Area, 30% of the community is Asian. So really thinking about the unique needs of this population matters really within the US, in the Bay Area, I think even more than in other geographies. So at CARE, we target these needs through 3 pillars. Number 1 is research, so the incredible network of faculty that we have at Stanford, as well as at a variety of other NGOs, academic partners that are doing research around Asian health outcomes. We also provide grants to fund these kind of research. Our second pillar is community work. So that comes in the form of both community health education. We have a community health talk series. And we also do a lot of campaigns in the community, such as free vaccine clinics. And the third pillar that I want to share a little more about is the pillar of education. So this is a pillar that is near and dear to my heart, but I imagine also matters quite a bit to many of you in the audience, as we heard time and time again in the morning. The importance of investing in our youth is absolutely paramount, not only for their own personal development, but for the improvement of society. So I think delivering education to young people, inspiring them to become leaders later on in their career, I think it's one of the most powerful things that any of us can do. And everyone in this room has had the privilege of a wonderful education. So this is a pillar we care quite deeply about at CARE for that reason. We run a program called CARE Scholars, which I have the privilege of being one of the program directors for. It is a data science program. It is a 1-year virtual program for students in the US as well as abroad. We largely target undergraduate students as well as early graduate students, and we teach them the skills around how to do health services research, epidemiological research, and some of them will go on to be researchers and some will not. They might go on to be physicians, public health practitioners. They might go on to work in industry or become engineers, much like many of you in the audience. But at the end of the day, what we really care is about inspiring these young people to think about how to powerfully harness data and be meaningful contributors to society in the long run. So with that, I will wrap my brief presentation, but it's really important to us to continue to partner with the communities, which is why I'm very honored to be able to share a bit about the work that we do with all of you in the audience today. I have a couple links on the slide. If you're interested in learning more about CARE, we have more information online. I have a second link around how to donate to CARE if you're interested in supporting us. However, if you are interested in more substantially collaborating with the center or substantially contributing financially to some of the work that we do, please reach out to me. Nitya Rajeshuni is my name again, and my email is on the slide. It is nityar@stanford.edu. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful rest of the conference.